Hello, grade 7. Today we will begin with a new chapter, chapter 3, about respiration of living beings. In the first activity, I will explain the respiratory movements and circulation of air or water on page 50-51 on your book. First at all, you have to know that respiration is a vital necessity for all living things, which means that all living things need to respire in order to stay alive. What is the aim of respiration? The aim of respiration is basically the same: absorption of oxygen and the release of carbon dioxide. This means that during respiration, oxygen is absorbed into the body and carbon dioxide is released from the body. This respiratory gas exchange occurs between the living things and their surrounding environment, which can be either water or air. This means that the gas exchange, which is the uptake of oxygen and the release of carbon dioxide, occurs between the living things and their surrounding medium. What about the respiratory movements? Respiratory movements consists of inhalation and exhalation. During inhalation, air enters into the lungs, the volume of the lungs increases, and the rib cage is raised. So, as you can see in this picture, during inhalation, air is entered into the lungs, the volume of the two lungs increases, and the rib cage is raised upward. However, during exhalation, air leaves the lungs, the volume of the lungs decreases, and the rib cage is lowered. This means that during exhalation, air leaves the two lungs, the volume of the two lungs then decreases, and the rib cage is then lowered. In case of a grasshopper, which is a terrestrial animal, this means that it lives on land, respiration occurs through spiracles found on the lower part of its abdomen. So, on the lower part of the abdomen of a grasshopper, there are spiracles. These are openings on the lower part of its abdomen, through which respiration occurs. When the lower part of the abdomen is lowered, the air enters through the anterior spiracles. This means that when the lower part of the abdomen is lowered, air will then enter through the anterior spiracles. When the lower part of the abdomen is raised, the air goes out through the posterior spiracles. This means when the lower part of the abdomen is raised upward, air then goes out through the posterior spiracles. In case of a fish, which is an aquatic animal, this means that it lives in water, respiration occurs through the mouth and opercula that open and close in a regular manner. This means that respiration occurs through its mouth and its two opercula that are found on each side. In this case, water enters through the mouth and leaves through the opercular valves. So, when the mouth is opened, the water will then enter through its mouth, then the mouth closes and the opercula open, and then it leaves through the two opercular valves called opercula.